we're sort of getting there with this build now. When we started, I mean, I'll drop a picture in now, you can see what the land light was before. So there was like a 700 difference in drop the far back corner. So what we came up with these drainage pipes basically. They've got a 450 centre in them. It's 450 centre there, look John, you see that, yeah? And what we did, well John and, who was it, who was here? John, Adam, and who else took those? Josh, and they dug down. So basically what they did, if that's your ground there, they dug a hole like that, which was a greater diameter than the pipe, and then we set the pipe in like that. I'll edit some other videos in and you'll be able to see what we did, but we literally cut teeth out of it like that. So when the concrete went in there, it actually went in there. We filled that to the top with concrete. That was filled with concrete. So basically we had a concrete pier. 6 of them then gave us our level ground where we could start off. You can see what John's done today with Josh. He's dropped these sleepers in to provide some kind of access. Like I said, the ground was really tight. It was well out of level, so now we've created this level area there where you can just walk comfortably in the room. And of course you've got your level room. Now, it's quite a small garden. The customer wanted to maximise the space. You can see from the photograph before, it was just a dead bit of ground. Even the grass weren't growing or anything like that. So what we did, we built it as tight to the garage as we possibly can. You can see there, if I go to where the furthest profile is on the metal sheet, and we've got 90 mil. So what we did with this wall, we built it on the floor, we've clad it with metal to there because of course you won't see that. This will be then clad with cedar. And then we erected the wall. We did the same with the other ones. This wall itself presented its own challenges. We couldn't build the wall on the floor and clad it because there wasn't enough area in here to do it. So what we did, me, Jen and David, we built the wall. We stood it up against this wall, which was then propped off the garage. We clad it into place and then we carried it over and dropped it down. So what we were left with this wall and this wall, which are fully clad practically. This wall isn't, but there is enough room at the back to go over the roof, to drop down and to get the battens, get the metal on and get it fully sealed, which John will do tomorrow. And I'll explain what's happening tomorrow in a minute. So that gave us this building. Next challenge then was the roof. If the acoustics are in here a little bit funny, it's because we've gone on sound installation, but I'll explain that again. So the roof, obviously we couldn't fix our timbers through because we were so tight to the garage. So what we did, we pulled the roof to about here, we fixed the timbers and then we slid the roof into place, which enabled us then to create our normal roof with our normal overhangs. What we did then, it was time to put the fascia on, get the rubber roof on of course, get the fascia on and the P-trims, which again threw up another challenge. So what we came up with then was little screws and caps and little ratchet driver, which was literally about that long, which enabled us to screw the fascia and the P-trim to the side of the building. So it's as tight as we possibly can get it in this space. You can see there it's a rhombus shape. I don't know if you can you see that from the video, John? Not really. Okay, so I'll just explain it to you there then. That's there is approximately 2 meters, and this one here is approximately 1700. So you can see the room is veering off to the back there. Now, the customer's going to use this as like a mixing sound. Is it a mixing sound studio, John? Is that how you describe it? Yeah. So it's a mixing sound studio. So following his advice, what he's actually told us is that it's better that the walls are not parallel with each other, so it doesn't bounce the sound off. Obviously, that kind of thing is way over my head. And again, what the customer, he provided his own sound installation. Now, you can spend an absolute fortune on this stuff, but this, I think he has spent a considerable amount of money, but what he's got for his money then is a really deadened sound room. So we've got the walls, we filled them with sound block. It's the worst sound block I've ever used. It's NAF. It's by a company called, would you pronounce it NAF or NAF? NAF? NAF. It's the itchy stuff. I've done a lot of insulating. It's the itchy stuff I've ever used in my life. So then we put our vapor barrier on, and then what happened then, these mute clips went on the wall. So basically you've got your mute clip, your screw goes through there, it then fixes into your timber. You've got that rubber there and a little rubber washer there as well. So they were in a diamond formation, which is providing less contact points. And then this mute clip channel went over the top, so that just sat in there like that. Folded that down, it clipped in there. So basically this wall is only touching the timber wall by means of a few screws and then rubbers, which of course is for the sound. Isn't the sound deadening on the sound quality, John? Like I say,
it's the take the reverb out of the room.
Right, okay, so John tells me to take the reverb out of the room. Like I said, I know nothing about it, just following instructions. Right, so like I said before, this is going to be used as some kind of music studio, and where we've built it was really tight. If you've watched the beginning of the video, you'll understand that it's a really tight spot. We're trying to maximise it. So the customer himself has supplied the sound insulation products. It's something we've not fit before, but basically we're following the manufacturer's instructions as far as we can in this circumstance. So basically what we've done, we've fixed these mute clips, they're called. So we've used a laser. Basically it's a clip on a massive piece of rubber and a rubber washer there as well. So basically we've fixed it to the studs. We've fixed them in a diamond formation, which is what the manufacturer said. I guess that's so there's less points of contact which are actually touching the structure of the building. And then this just clips into place. It's a really easy to fit system. And obviously it's been proven to be good at soundproofing. That's what it's actually for. So that's the way it is. So it's diamond like that, so you've got less points of contact. So basically what's going to happen now, we're going to double insulate the double plasterboard the ceiling with sound block plasterboard. We're also going to double plasterboard the walls as well. So what goes on before we do that then is this, it's like a rubber self-adhesive matting, which we're hoping is sticky enough. It's really heavy. So what will happen now, we'll cut that into pieces. That will stick to the ceiling like such, and then we will that's as sticky as I was hoping it was going to be anyway. So that'll stick to the ceiling, then we'll double plasterboard that again. We'll put some of this intermittent I can't get my words out. It's this, this is what's come with it as well, this intermittent sealant adhesive. It's acoustic rated as well. That goes around the side. So the key thing with this system is that nothing touches anything else. So this plasterboard is not touching the outside wall. We'll double layer that. It won't touch the wall, we'll seal it. Then this wall won't touch the floor and it won't touch the ceiling, and we'll seal the gaps. And like I say, all four walls will not touch each other. They won't touch the floor, they won't touch the ceiling. That's what's recommended. So soundproofing you can spend an absolute fortune on, and I suppose it's a whole different game for somebody who knows what they're doing. We're just basically following the customer's instructions. He seems to, well, he definitely knows what he's talking about anyway. And like I said, these mute clips there, it's a big piece of rubber, it's a metal clip, you put a screw through there, you screw it to the wall, and then that holds the plasterboard off the wall. So that's what we're going to do now. Me and Davey are going to cut this rubber matting up. It's very heavy, and we're going to stick it to the roof, and then we're going to put another layer of plasterboards on there, and then we're going to go for the walls as well. And then so you've got one layer of sound block plasterboard. It's 40 kilos of board. It's extremely heavy, it's extremely dense. And then this matting went on. It's a self-adhesive matting. It's an absolute night. It's really thick. It's lovely to cut, but it's a nightmare to fit. If you can imagine trying to put spaghetti into, I don't know, into the end of a pencil and get it in straight, it's like that. There's a little video there of me and Davey trying to get it in the roof. Proving very difficult. We've got the
Tesco.
Yeah, every time you look at it, we just see Tesco. So then that's done then. So then a second layer of sound block insulation goes on top of there. Now, you can see the mastic all the way around. So this intermittent sealant adhesive, it's also acoustic rated. Again, the customer supplied that. So all the joints are then filled with that. So basically, this wall is not touching that wall, which isn't touching the ceiling. Nothing is touching each other. What will happen with the floor? Tom's going to come and skim it tomorrow. So when we do the floor, there's like a thick rubber matting. I believe it's recycled car tyres. So that will go down on the floor. Then we'll overboard that with chipboard, and then we'll lay a laminate floor. And there's a little detail, a little soundproofing detail with the floor and the walls and the skating board as well, which we'll show you when we come to it. So that's it basically. That's how far we've got with this one. It is the 22nd of December if you're watching this right now. I'm done now. John is working tomorrow with the rest of the team, aren't you, John? So what I'd like to do is wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm going to let the lads wish you a Merry Christmas as well. I'm not going to wish you a Happy New Year because we are working in between, and we're going to do a live, I think, if we've got internet and it's not raining. Is that right, John? Yeah, so we're going to build a 3x3 over Christmas, and we're going to go live. And you can probably watch us the full day building that, and we'll wish you a Happy New Year then. So I'll pass you over to John.
Right, over to the B team.
John and Josh, Adam and Davey. I'd just like to say, if anybody's wondering where Jen is, she's at home because basically her mum got tested positive for COVID. Jenny hasn't, but of course we're not letting her in until she's self-isolated. Liam's got a couple of pictures which he's going to drop in at the minute now of Jenny getting deliveries of fast food to her house, and she hangs out of a bedroom window and does she load a nightie or something, dressing gown. She gets him to put the curry inside. She must drop the money down and then bring it back up. Anyway, from me, Josh, Adam and Davey, we wish you all a happy Christmas and a happy New Year also. Josh?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Love you. See you later.
Hi everybody. Thanks to Boris, my isolation's finally over. So happy Christmas, and I hope you have a beautiful one. Right, hold on, I might have to do a few takes because I don't know what to say. What shall I say? It's Jenny from Local Garden Rooms.
Just say, hi, thanks to Boris, my isolation's over now.
Thanks for what?
Boris, my isolation's
Oh.
over. No. Yeah, that's fine.
Hi everyone. Thanks to Boris. Hold on.